Sound check for everybody. We all good? All right. Thumbs up on that. All right. I'm going to open this one up. I'm going to call it to order. This is the Board of Commissioners meeting, regular meeting, December 8th, 2020. But before we get rocking and rolling, I'm going to turn it over to the town clerk for a roll call and comment.
Hey, good evening. So welcome to the BOC meeting tonight. I just wanted to go over a couple logistics. For board members and participants, please make sure to keep your camera on while the meeting is in progress, and then also mute yourself while we are streaming live or when you're not talking. So for those attendees who are going to be participating in the Waxhaw 101 item, if you would raise your hand at the time that we come to that agenda item, that will help IT identify you. And so with regards to how board members are going to participate in the meeting, the mayor will be calling on you individually to provide comments and votes. When voting, please make sure to identify yourselves by stating your name and your vote. If you would like to speak at any point during the meeting, please make sure to raise your hand and be mindful of your background. If we are in the middle of the presentation and you are raising your hand but not being called on, please make sure to speak up. Most importantly, we want to make sure that the board members are able to participate in this meeting fully. So if you experience any technical difficulties, please make sure to just text me so that we can suspend the discussion. Next, we need to call the roll call. Please indicate if you're present. Mayor Ronald Pappas.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Brenda McMillan.
Present.
Commissioner Jason Hall.
Present.
Commissioner Tracy Weslick.
Present.
Commissioner Ann Simpson.
Present.
Commissioner Pedro Mori.
Present.
All right, everyone's present. Mayor, I'll turn it back over to you.
Very good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Just want to open up as well and say welcome to our new commissioner, Jason Hall. Thank you again for stepping up to the plate and joining us in this endeavor. We look forward to having your input all the time. It was a great meeting just before this on the LDC stuff. So welcome to the team, Jason. All right.
Thank you.
So at this time, I'd like to have us all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and then a brief moment of silence. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Thank you, everyone. All right, so at this time, I'd like to go for the adoption of the agenda. If there's a motion to adopt or modify the agenda, may I have a motion, please?
So moved.
A motion from Commissioner Simpson. And we're going to do a roll call vote on this as well. Commissioner or Mayor Pro Tem McMillan?
Aye.
Commissioner Weslick?
Aye.
Just
Commissioner
make
Moran?
sure to state your name.
Aye. Brenda McMillan.
Right.
Tracy Weslick, aye.
Commissioner Moray?
Pedro Mori, aye.
Commissioner Hall?
Jason Hall, aye.
Very good. Thank you, everyone.
Got me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the one who made the motion, Commissioner Simpson.
Ann Simpson, aye.
I just hear you all the time. So anyway, all right. So now we're all in. And am I to understand we do not have public comments tonight at all, Melody? Is that correct?
That's correct.
Very good. Okay, we'll move down to the consent agenda. I have a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the consent agenda. Mayor Pro Tem.
Brenda McMillan, aye.
Commissioner Westlake.
I don't think she can hear.
Sound? Do we lose you?
Okay, I'm back. I'm having internet connection problems. Tracy Westlake, aye.
Commissioner Morey.
Pedro Morey, aye.
Commissioner Hall.
Jason Hall, aye.
And back to Commissioner Simpson.
Ann Simpson, aye.
Very good. Thank you. We're down through that. We're going to drop down to our town manager on the recognitions right now on the 2020, the class of 2020, which is going to be a landmark class because it's the only class of 2020 for this event instead of normally held two of them. So the 2020 Waxhaw 101 graduation class. So Jeff Wells, town manager, floor is yours.
Thank you, Mayor, and good evening, everybody. And I'll give Matt a moment to pull up our one slide too. And while he's doing that, I'll take a moment to talk a little bit about the Waxhaw 101 program, then take another couple of minutes to acknowledge our graduates, but then also want to talk a little bit about looking ahead to 2021 and how our thoughts are to handle Waxhaw 101 for this next year. So a little bit about the program. It gives citizens the opportunity to learn how the town operates and functions. We have in the past had 8 weekly sessions, but we increased that up to 9 sessions this last time. There is no cost to participate. The main thing that we ask of our citizens is to be able to dedicate the time to attend on a weekly basis. And so we had all department heads each have a day. You have a day where you're talking about parks and recreation. You have a day where you're talking about planning and zoning. You have a day where you're talking about administration and budget type functions and so on and so forth. So it's a program that we've now ran for a few years. And of course, we're looking forward to many more years to come. What we're thinking about doing for 2021 is moving the start of the program to August to be able to get us hopefully I'm hoping everybody keep their fingers crossed that we will be through the pandemic with the understanding that vaccines and such should be readily administered by then, and hopefully everybody is back in the saddle as far as being able to be in meetings more, because we really think this program really is a lot more beneficial when you're able to meet in person and interact with everybody in that way as opposed to being virtually. But the other good thing about moving it to the late summer and through the fall is it would also sync up with the next election cycle when we typically have a lot of interest in this type of thing anyway, and we could run the program basically from when school starts in August and run it through right to about when the next election cycle is. So that's the thought and plan for 2021. And then, of course, we can see how that works and see what kind of adjustments we may need to make moving forward from there. So wanted to take a couple of minutes to recognize all the graduates. Of course, we had a very trying year. We started the class back in February, and then we had to put the brakes on the class for a good while, and then tried to finish up, and mostly were able to do so in the fall. And so here we are, and our graduates are Michael Evola, Matthew Murray, Bob Morgan, Erica McKnight, Brian Martin, Jennifer Dowds, Joanne Thornton, Valerie Grumlovitz, Patrick O'Connor, Lachey Avery, and Paul Russell. I just want to give each of them our congratulations for completing the course. You will expect a little bit of swag from the town, as you see there in the picture. We'll provide you a t-shirt as well as a cup. And of course, most importantly, anytime that you have a question or thought about anything, feel free to contact us if you want to do any follow-up on anything as well. I know I can speak for all of our department heads, how much they enjoy. In fact, we've had enjoy conducting their sessions, and we've already had some department heads ask Melody and myself, what are we doing for 2021? So, everybody gets excited about it and loves to show off what they do. And so, hopefully we will get another good group of applicants this next year, as we always do. So just wanted to talk about it just for a couple of minutes, and then I guess cede the floor potentially to any of the graduates that may want to say hello. Anybody
Good
want
evening.
to
Yes.
say hello?
I guess I'll go ahead and say something. It had to be me, right? But anyway, I want to say thank you to Melanie and just all the wonderful presentations by the whole team. I thought that was a very informative class. I would have liked to, finish it all the way through, because I thought that it was even more good information that could be shared with us as the residents here in Waxhaw. But I thought it was a very informative class. Everything kept moving. We stayed informed, engaged, and the material was awesome. And most importantly, we liked the treats. I was speaking on behalf of Bob on that one. He told me to mention the treats. So we had a really good time and everything was really nice. And I just want to tell everybody that I really thoroughly enjoyed the class, and just thank you again for the opportunity.
Joanne, I think you wanted to go.
Yes, I did. I'm glad you heard me, Melody, because I'm sitting here trying to figure out how do I let you know that I wanted to say something. Thank you. I just simply wanted to reiterate a bit of what Erica had to say and thank everyone for the opportunity to participate. It was, number one, it was a surprise to me coming to Waxhaw that there was such a thing as a Waxhaw 101, an opportunity to learn about the town, learn about the how it functions, and then to have an opportunity to participate. Everyone was very, very nice and informative and helpful. I truly appreciated that. And I'm sorry that we had the pandemic and we could not meet in person for the last sessions, but I'm hoping to catch them on next year, 2021, and be back as a part of that. I don't know if anyone has reached out to Mayor Pappas, because I've been throwing your name around. If anyone has a complaint, I've said, go call and talk to Mayor Pappas. He's a very kind and generous person. He's always ready and willing to help. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you.
I'll say a
Lachey?
quick thank you to that as well. Thank you, Joanne. Very kind of you.
Lachey, I see you wanted to say something.
Yes, thank you. Just very quickly, as a new resident, I've only been in Waxhaw for, it'll be 2 years in February. So having been a part of this class was just extremely helpful and extremely informative. So ditto to what the previous attendees have shared, but I just wanted to personally thank you all for putting this on and let you know that it was very helpful as a new resident. And if there's an opportunity to promote it, so that others might become interested for next year, I'm certainly willing to, let all of my neighbors know about it, because it was such a wonderful experience. So thank you all for doing it.
Well, so there's one big other thank you to make, and that thank you is to our town clerk, Melody. And the coordination of this class comes through the town clerk's office. And so, everything is done through that office. So she is really the one behind the program and really makes everyone look great. So we really appreciate her work, as well as Barbie's work on making sure that we always have a successful Waxhaw 101 program. So thank you very much, Melody.
Absolutely. It's all, as always, it's my pleasure. They were a great group to work with, and really glad to see you all learn about Waxhaw. So, like Jeff said, just reach out whenever y'all need anything. We'll be offering Waxhaw 101 to you for any of those sessions you missed for next year. So don't be shy.
Well, very good then. And certainly I'd like to congratulate all the graduates that were in that class, and, and also congratulate and give some applause to not only Melody, but all the staff members that participate during this entire process. They all showed up. They were very informative, entertaining as well. And I know that a lot of you now in your dinner conversations have a much better picture on how the town operates than maybe when you did before you took the class. And so don't feel bad about reaching out to any of us at any time. We're busy, but we can usually find the time, and COVID has made it a little bit more interesting, but we will get back to you somehow, some way, even if it's in a parking lot somewhere. I mean, you just have to make do with what we have. But thank you to all those who not only participated in the graduates in the class, but a big round of applause to all of our staff that made it all possible. So thank you all very much, and encourage your friends to get to this class as well. And also, maybe we can get this thing, if we can, maybe we'll have to have a whole forum to, display this in. Maybe we'll have 100 people in it somewhere at some auditorium or something, because 10 people is just not enough to spread the word. So we'll try to do that, and then we'll try to, again, get them involved in our Citizens Academy as well.
I believe
So
Mayor
I
Pro
see-
Tem has something.
I do. I saw her hand. Brenda?
I was going to mention the Citizens Academy for those who participated in this one to get involved in that one as well. And do not feel shy to reach out to us. Also follow our programs that we do have throughout the town that are coming up, especially during the month of December. And we have various committees and that you can also become a part of and join and still learn more about the town and help us as we are working here in the town as well. So we look forward to continuing to see you. Good to see you, Erica.
Mayor Pro Tem McMillan, do you want to explain to those people what Citizens Academy is?
Citizens Academy is run by within the police department, and it covers a lot of functions of what goes on with the police department, and you learn about what they do on a daily basis, and arrests to arraignments, and various things that happen in that organization itself. So you'll be working out of the police department, and you'll see from bookings to arrest, and in the jail, well, in the little holding cell, it's not really the jail. Things that happen on the bus, and you learn more about the functions as on a day-to-day operation as to what they do. And then with our other organizations here in the town, we have a Parks and Rec committee, we have a Main Street committee, we have a planning board committee. So there are a number of different committees that you can also get involved in wherever your interests may lie or help out. This Saturday, Dina will be talking later, we're having a reverse parade downtown Waxhaw. So when you pass by our float, make sure you wave and say hi.
Very good. Well, thank you for all the comments. Thank you again for participating, taking a part in our town and our events. Do come out and see us on the next events. Check the website to make sure you know when they are, and come and say hi to us. So appreciate all of you for, again, taking part. Thank you very, very much. All right, with that, unless there's any other comments, Melody, if you have any other comments on that particular item?
No, I don't. Just wish you
Very
all
good.
a good night.
Very good, thank you. All right, we're going to move down to the next item, which is a Eagle Scout project, and we're going to turn it over to our Parks and Rec Director, Dina. And I don't see her on the screen yet. There she is coming on now. Dina, if you can hear my voice, you can have the screen.
Hello, all. All righty. So I'm going to give you a wonderful young man, Mr. Henry. If I can get this started. And Henry did try to log in, but we were having technical difficulties doing that. So he's listening, but he is not able to get on with us. And y'all know that technology doesn't quite like me sometime. Give me a second. Matt, are you able to advance it? It's not advancing for me. There it is. Thank you. All righty. So Mr. Henry LePage is with Troop 101 here right outside of Waxhaw. And he came to me early last spring before COVID actually kind of hit, and with an idea of making bluebird nesting boxes. And bluebirds are a little finicky about where they nest. So he explained all this to me, and they like meadows. So Town Creek, of course, fit the perfect description of where these wonderful houses could go. So he devised a plan. As you know, Eagle Scout Project takes you through this whole worksheet of getting you through the process of planning a project, doing the volunteer, getting the supplies, getting the donations. And Henry did a wonderful job of getting all that together. And he did like a little GoFundMe to get his supplies. And he came up with the plan of putting our birdhouse nesting boxes within Town Creek along the creek area. And you'll see them out there now. And then he also added informational signs, and you'll see that right beside him, sitting beside the bench. And these tell basically the story about the bluebird nesting boxes and where they're most comfortable nesting and how the cycle happens for them. So we're so excited about having both the homes for our bluebirds and the informational about how they nest and basically giving some more educational to our citizen base on that. So it's a wonderful collaboration. He did a great job, and I wanted to congratulate him on his Eagle Scout project. I signed off on it. He is good to go. And again, a wonderful addition to the park system. So please give a wonderful shout out to Henry. He's listening, but that we're very proud of him, and he did a great job of making this project happen.
Great round of applause for that. I see Commissioner Westlake and Commissioner Moore. I'll go with Commissioner Westlake first.
Yes, I just wanted to congratulate Henry. I'm an Eagle Scout mom. My son has, I think, one bench left out there now at Town Creek Park. And I just always like to give a shout out to the Eagle Scouts. I know how many years you all put into this, and the time and the money, and your parents as well have to support you through this. And it's such an accomplishment. And I'm just really proud of you. And I wanted to say congratulations.
Thank you. Commissioner Moray, I saw your hand up there a minute ago.
Yes, I did. I just wanted to congratulate Henry and basically everybody that supported him throughout the entire process. I know it's a very long and enjoyable and difficult, but its benefits are they're unmeasurable. So congratulations, and keep going.
Commissioner Hall also had a comment.
Yeah, hi, thanks. Yeah, I want to send out a congratulations to Mr. Henry LePage also. I happen to be an Eagle Scout myself, and it is a tremendous accomplishment that that Henry has gone through. It's so much work to achieve each one of those ranks, be a leader in your troop, and be a leader in the community as well. So just outstanding achievement, and want to give a personal well done.
Very good. Well, again, a shout out to Henry as well. Job well done, sir. And I guess one of the questions I want to ask, being in the business that I am, I want to know how many residents you have in there already. I want to know what the occupancy is. Do we know that, Dina?
Unfortunately, we actually walked it last week because I was finishing making sure everything was good because I'm not the easiest because I am also Eagle Scout mama, and I was very challenging to my own son to make sure his Eagle Scout project was perfect. And we didn't see any nesting yet, but we're in the dead of winter, so we're looking forward to the spring. So we're going to keep an eye out. So that might be a check in with y'all later in the springtime. I'll give a little update.
I think it's a good follow up.
Hey, Dina, maybe we need a little Bluebird webcam in there. If we can stream it, we can ask Matt to work on that.
Big brother will be watching.
That would be interesting. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where anything that we can help our citizens engage in nature, and I think it's really cool. And this is one of my passions is to help our young men and women, because I help Girl Scouts as well, to help them with their project. This is kind of like a rite of passage, right? So, and it teaches them all types of skills to just be an adult. And they find that adulting is a little hard. But it's one of those, it's truly a joy for me to help them through this process. So I'm proud of Henry.
And we are too. It's a good program for people to get involved in and follow through. It'll be interesting again to watch this over a period of time. The nesting, what happens next is really what we want to look at. So again, our hearty congratulations to Henry. Hope he got to listen to that. Hope you still are. And we look forward to some more participation by not only you, but members of your troop. So keep us posted, Dina, on that one.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right. It seems to be there isn't anything on the agenda tonight for presentations, public hearings, old business, new business. And again, I understand there are no public comments at this section as well. So we'll get down to the town leadership report. It's going to jump down to Town Manager Jeffrey Wells. Jeff, it's yours.
Thank you, Mayor. It's just two comments tonight and one very brief comment. And just a reminder again, you've heard it a couple of times, but since the time has not come yet here in Waxhaw, I wanted to mention it again that Union County is still requesting public comment for their 2050 comp plan. They've had a couple of their meetings already in other locations, but the one still to come here in Waxhaw on December 15th, and that will be in the Police Department Community Room from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So just wanted to mention that again. And in case you are not able to make that one and you want to hit another one, there's still one the day before that on the 14th at Indian Trail Town Hall, and that's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So the next thing is I just wanted to say a few words about, the holidays are upon us and what has been a very, very trying year. And our entire organization has been tested in so many different ways. I really want our town staff to know how proud I am of them and what they've been able to accomplish this year. Each of our circumstances in all of our departments have been very limited, but we've continued to perform and do what our number one priority always is and always should be, and that's serving the public. So wanted to take a moment to let everyone know, our department heads all the way down, all of our staff, how how proud I am of them and how they stepped up to the plate in such a trying year. We had Jason was with us yesterday, Melody and I, and we were going around and making some rounds and meeting some of the department heads. And one of the things that's always just so notable to me is how, everybody has such a great attitude, does their job. And it's just, everybody's such a team player. It really makes me proud. So, it's just something that I want to make sure all of our staff understand is how proud I am of them and how much I'm looking forward to 2021, because it's going to be a great, fantastic, special year for the town of Waxhaw. So thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome, Jeff. And again, you couldn't echo, and the staff couldn't echo, or the commissioners couldn't echo your sentiments exactly. We've had a great year on that. But at this point, I'm going to let somebody take the stage next who had a very successful weekend, and I'll let her describe that to you. So Dina, you're up again.
Okay. All righty. Okay, Matt, get me started. So maybe I could see the little buttons at the bottom. Awesome. Thank you, Matt. All right, so I'm going to give you a heads up. Oh, there's something weird going on with the fonts. I'm going to give you a heads up on, we're finishing up our program guide now. We will start a new one in January, and Rec Desk is how you sign up. Oh, come on. Matt, you're going to have to forward it for me because it's not doing it. Thank you. Recreational program right now, we have fitness finishing up with yoga in the park at Town Creek. And then we also have our working club Tuesdays and Thursdays, as long as the weather's not too chilly and not rainy. They're out and about in downtown Waxhaw. Oh goodness, it's all over the place. So this past weekend, what the mayor was referring to, we had such a wonderful time at the Citizen Christmas drive-thru. So y'all made so many people happy, greeting them and seeing all those smiling faces. Our senior population has been one that's been mostly stuck at home this past year. And we still have emails pouring in and Facebook posts of how much they enjoyed it, and they're appreciative, and they weren't forgotten, because we weren't able to do a lot of in-person programming with them this year. And so we made a special effort to make this event special for them. So to all the team members, because this took a big team event, and then all of my special volunteers on Saturday, thank you, because you lifted the hearts of our seniors this past Saturday. And then we went straight into another event that afternoon. We had our Christmas concert. That was a drive-in, and we had 90 signed up, but not as many showed up that night, but we still had an awesome time. We had wonderful dancers and singers. So it was just a great way to bring into the holidays. Coming up this weekend, we have our Christmas parade on Sunday the 13th at 3 o'clock. So we needed you to sign up ahead of time. The sessions of each drive through are full at this time because we had to make a lot of goodie bags ahead of time. But you'll see our wonderful BOC on their own special float right at the beginning, waving, saying hello. But if you weren't able to sign up for a time, we're not shutting down the roads. So if in between, when we're opening up for regular traffic, you're more than happy to go through. You just won't get a goodie bag. But we would still love the participation. So this weekend, 3 o'clock, during our traditional parade time, it's just a little bit different with COVID. And so we would love to have you there.
Tina, I have
Yes,
the
ma'am.
updated presentation on here. Do you want me to share real quick?
Sure, that would be great because this one's is little.
Sure. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Okay, so you should
Oh,
see
that's a
the
lot better.
presentation, and I'm going to, you just tell me when you want to move forward, okay?
Yes, ma'am. So after the parade, traditionally we start the Santa's Through the Neighborhood ride. This year, Mrs. Claus is joining Santa. So it's really awesome. They are going to be on the, so social media is going to start making posts on which neighborhood goes each night. I'm actually on the truck on Friday night to help Santa navigate through the neighborhoods. And so look on our social media page and our website for when it's your night to be on the ride. So our Waxhaw Fire Department, volunteer fire department is helping us in collaboration with this event. And this is one of those wonderful things. Everybody gets so excited to hear the fire truck coming, and then Santa and Mrs. Claus will be waving and saying hello and bringing in the holidays with us. Next. You ready, Melody?
Oh, it must not have moved for, okay, hold on.
Y'all know that
That's interesting.
technology does not always agree with me.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, so the following week, we are doing a partnership with the Ballantyne Jewish Center, and they will have the menorah lighting at our downtown area near the Wall of Honor, the Military Wall of Honor, at the bandstand there under the oak tree. So you're more than happy to join in. We'll do some social distancing at this event, but they are partnering with us to bring the menorah lighting to Waxhaw. The following Saturday, we are having the Wreaths Across America. We decided not to do a pre-registration at the last minute, and then mainly invite the families of the fallen that are at the cemetery, but public are still more invited to come to help volunteer to lay the wreaths on over 200 placements. So we are definitely, this is more of a solemn event, but we're celebrating the families, and it'll be a small ceremony at the cemetery. So please save the date for that. Okay, Miss Melody. I wanted to give you an update about our downtown park plan. So we had some wonderful feedback from the citizens, from y'all, from BOC, staff members, our committee members, and it came out, these are our top findings from that picture graph that y'all were given and to look at. So they ranged from like 10 to 15 on like hits on those specific ones. So you see lots of open shelters, lots of cool pathways, some family swings in there, lots of natural areas. Basically, getting back to basics kind of thing. Also water features that are more passive water features. So great input on the survey, and for us just to get some feedback from you as well. Next slide. I broke out one of the informational feedback boxes. This one tells from the citizens and from y'all of kind of the amenities that they would love to go into the park first. I know it's kind of hard to read on the scale, but that top one is green, and that is walking paths. So that actually comes really high from our master plan or strategic master plan that we did about 1.5 years ago. And paths and connections are really a amenity that citizens want to happen. Playgrounds is in that blue. Another one came up was farmers market, passive water play, concert event space, and then restrooms. It's that orangey red at the bottom. We have very limited public restrooms in our downtown area. The only actually one we have is in Barnes Park. And we're trying to keep it as updated as possible, but some more inviting restrooms for our citizens would be awesome. Our next engagement is, no worries, our next engagement is in January, and we'll come back with a lot more information then. And then we can't wait to see your eyes on some of the concepts. So it's gonna be cool. As always, we're looking for partnerships for instructors, businesses, for our next program guide. So if you're listening and you have a wonderful idea for a class, or if you want to partner up with us on a business, please come in contact with us. I mean, my name and email information is all over that website. Please come in contact with us. We'd love to partner up. Next. Okay, update on COVID. So all of our signage is in our parks. The governor made an announcement this afternoon. Nothing majorly changed on stuff that happens in the park system. We're still under a mask mandate inside and out. But the big one is curfews, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Will start this Friday. That will probably, because we're closed by that time with the park system, but that would affect a lot of businesses. Until January the 8th at this current time is what information that we gathered this afternoon. But as always, we're continuing cleaning. We're doing our best with, informing the public when they're out and about, because as you know, traveling is not the best thing to do right now. So it is a kind of staycation when you come to the park, and we love to have you. So it's one of those, let's get you outside and get you playing. And at the end, all the way to the end, there you go. I leave you with the Park and Rec vision and mission, because we are definitely goal oriented and striving to be a professional department and meeting the needs of our citizens. So we're excited, and please come and see us with the events, and I'll see you outside. Any questions? Yes, Ms. Tracy.
Hello. I was wondering, since the signups are full right now, are you sending out emails, or have you asked that if people are not able to attend, that they release their spot so that other people could sign up, and then maybe put out through social media, hey, we've got some spots if anybody wants to fill in? Because I hate to see people not be able to participate because it's full. So is that something you could do?
So Miss Lisa is actually, Miss Lisa is our events manager, and she's sending out confirmation emails tomorrow. to everybody that is a participant in the drive-through. And she does ask that we did the same for Halloween when we did the drive-through for that, because we did have some no-shows too that, we weren't quite full on that one like this one, but it's just we want to, as many people can participate as possible. But with supplies, and we had to have a cutoff kind of a thing when we got full. But it doesn't mean that they can't drive through. They just won't get a goodie bag. So they're still more than happy. We're not shutting down any roads. We're doing kind of like a block system of we're letting so many cars go at a time. And then opening up 16 and 75 because that's our challenging road. So we're making sure that we have a good pass through there.
Mm-hmm.
So they still could participate and look. It's just they won't get a goodie bag.
But are you going to be advertising that through social media so people know that they can still drive through, or how are you going to message that?
We haven't, but I can ask Miss Jenny if we can give a little heads up about that.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments for Miss Dina? All right, very good. See no hands up already. So Dina, thank you very much for all the hard work and all the crew of the staff, both your department and our Department of Public Works guys that support you as well. And you had a very, very successful run this weekend. So thank you for putting that all together. And you're right, we're getting a lot of great comments about it. So we keep trying to reinvent the wheel, so to speak, during this pandemic. So we're getting real creative. So thank you very much for all of your efforts. Appreciate it.
Thanks, team.
All right. All right. So at this time, I'm going to open up any comments from the Board of Commissioners. Anybody hand go up there and want to speak? All right, Commissioner Simpson, let me get this off the temp mic, or just go ahead.
I know Dina kind of just fell off here, but I hope she's still listening. I had the opportunity to really serve the community this weekend through the senior drive-through reverse senior Christmas party. And I had a great time seeing all the seniors and helping to serve them. It was really great. And it's very warming to my heart to see how appreciative they are. And I just really want to thank and acknowledge Dina and the Parks and Rec staff really, and everyone else who participated in making that really move smoothly and flawless. And it was a really great, awesome event. And so kudos to her and her team, and as well as being kind of innovative and having to adapt during this difficult time with COVID. So I just, again, want to, acknowledge that.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. And I'll say in closing, if we don't have anything else to speak to this evening, but in just the comments, we did have a great time as a board out there together serving. It was a nice day. I think we covered about 270 some odd people that we got to see come through the lines with us. It was truly heartwarming to see them all out there. And a lot of those people were not able to get outside as much as even we do, even on a limited basis. So it was a very, very good event, and we'd like to see more of that camaraderie, if you will. It was a great team event. So with that as well, from my standpoint, I would wish you all very well on the Christmas season, since this is our last meeting, and want to make sure that you're all safe and happy. And we've been able to accomplish a great deal this year as a team. Some of the incumbents and some of us newbies, we've really been very, very successful this year, and we'll be able to share more and more of that as we complete some of those events and projects that we're working on right now. So thank you all very much for the cooperation all year long, both the Board of Commissioners and the staff, and Jeff stepping up into the role as the town manager, and Melody taking on more things than some people believe she could, and she's still doing it. Charlie, thank you very much for your guidance all year long. I think I heard you one time say that, we were learning to become a well-oiled machine, and doggone it, we're working on it. So I might even learn my script one day. So appreciate all the effort. And I'm really enjoying my role here to help you guys. So thank you very much on that. All right, seeing no other brave souls and hands up there right now, we have nothing on the agenda for closed session. So I will ask for a motion to adjourn, and we'll do a roll call vote on the way out.
So moved.
Very good. We have a motion to adjourn. Mayor Pro Tem McMillan, don't forget to state your name.
Brenda McMillan, aye.
Commissioner Westlake.
Tracy Westlick, aye.
Commissioner Morey.
Pedro Mori, aye.
Commissioner Simpson.
Ann Simpson, aye.
And our finalist, Commissioner Jason Hall.
Jason Hall, aye.
Very good. Everyone, enjoy the rest of the month, the rest of the week, and all those things. Be safe out there. We'll see you on the flip side.
See you next year.
Merry Christmas,
Bye.
everybody.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everybody.